A data analyst, a content researcher, and an admin assistant. 3 roles that could cost your business $100,000 a year. I replaced all 3 of them with a single tool that costs us $200 a month. Hi, my name is Edwin and I'm the owner of Legacy AI, an AI development agency serving more than 50 different clients worldwide. These aren't demos, these are production systems that I'm running for my business every single day. So in this video, I'll show you 3 exact systems. One that queries my business data, give me insights, and generate me a dashboard in seconds. Another one that researches trending topics across social media and all over the internet and produces film-ready content packs for me. And finally, one that listens to every single call with clients and automatically produce a proposal as well as a client folder in seconds. I'll walk you through each one live on screen, show you the real data and what it actually takes to build one for your business. Let's get to it. So just to start off, we'll be using Claude Code. Even if you know what Claude Code is, but you're still a little bit confused on how it can be an entire AI operating system, let me break it down a little bit deeper. So what people think is that Claude Code is just a coding tool, meaning that it's only for developer, that you type a prompt, like a one-off prompt, and Claude Code, the Claude agent, will write some code, will output a script, and that's it. And the limitations of just a coding tool like this is that there's no memory between sessions, and it doesn't know anything about your business, doesn't know about your clients, the team, or goals, and you have to manually put that in every single time. And it has no access to your data sources like your revenue data, your YouTube data if you have a YouTube channel, your business CRM data, etc. Right? So every session just starts from 0. It's basically just a smarter autocomplete in a sense, because you basically put in a prompt and output the script, right? You have to be technical to be able to use it. It's like hiring someone that knows how to do a thing really well one day and then just forget it the next day. Whereas for an entire AI operating system, meaning that business owner, you can define the brain one time, set up who you are, what your business is, what are your goals, who are your clients, who are your team, and what your SOP or your different process is. So this is what we call a Claude.md. .md is just a markdown file, just a formatting thing. This basically controls the brain of the entire operating system. And for an AI operating system, there's usually 5 layers. You have something called context, meaning that the AI actually understands your business. And then we have the data layer where AI sees your numbers in real time, like your CRM, for example, or your Stripe, or bank account, for example. Then you have your intelligence where AI watches everything. So for example, it can watch your email all the time, your Slack, you can watch your WhatsApp to see if anyone's pinging you, or even urgent news, etc. Then the 4th layer will be automate, where the tasks are removed one by one, where the agent would decide which tasks, which workflows can be automated, and you can actually instruct it to build certain workflows around it. And the final layer is the build layer, where you can build your custom workflow, basically freed from your bandwidth to do any manual things, and it actually allows you to grow your business. An AI operating system will have full access to your files, your folders, your workspace, databases, your meeting transcripts, your Slack messages, your API, Telegram, etc. And we'll have built-in commands that if you just say /produce, for example, you will automatically execute an automation pipeline that will achieve certain things. For example, if I say /produce, for me, it will basically produce a content pack for me to record, like right now. And it can have different skills, like the skills to write proposals, the skills to generate diagrams, the skills to create thumbnails, right? So anything that you wanted to build, you can always have a skill using Claude Code. And this is actually where Claude Code becomes powerful, not as a coding tool, like what most people presume, but as an entire AI operating system. It's kind of like Claude Code work, if you've heard of Claude Code work, but it's 10 times more powerful than that because you have full control over everything. Now, let's actually move on to the 3 roles that Claude Code helps me automate every day in my business. The first one, now we're in Visual Studio Code. So this is one of the interface where I can talk to Claude Code. Another thing that you can use is actually use the actual Claude app, and you can go to Claude Code and can do it in this interface as well. But the Visual Studio interface is definitely more powerful. By the way, if you don't know what Visual Studio Code is, all you have to do, type in Visual Studio Code in Google and just install it, right? It's pretty straightforward. And then after that, you need to go to the extension and install the Claude Code for VS Code extension. And you will need to install Claude Code, and then you can just talk to it in this chat interface. But what I will be doing and what I've done every day in my life is actually using something called the command line interface, something called the CLI. And I just think it's a little bit more powerful when you have more control over it that way. All you have to do is go to terminal and click on new terminal. I call my Claude Code called Edwin. It's basically a folder of directories. And all I have to do is essentially just type in Claude run, which is a built-in command that I've already set up. And so what it would do is that built-in command is it will run command prime, which means that it will run through the entire context about my business. So we know who I am, what the workspace is, what the commands are, what my strategies are, etc. And it would kind of see like the different data sources that I have. And yeah, it's ready to do any task for me because it's full context of my business. And the magic again comes to the Claude.md file. Just very quickly, it would define what this markdown file is. So like this file is for for me, right? And the Claude user relationship, the mission, the solutions, the workspace structure is basically a folder, right? A directory of different files. How does my directory look like? What commands do I have, etc. So it's just basically a big context file. And now I want to do some data analysis tasks. For this purposes, what I've done is actually built a demo database that contains like fake revenue data and like fake YouTube data. So it's not actually like connected to anything, but this is just a dummy database because obviously I'm not showing you my actual revenue data, etc. But basically this is a demo database that I built. And then if I click on, let's say Stripe Daily, this contains fake revenue data that I'm making, apparently, supposedly. It's like a quick database that we have. So for example, the date, the account, currency, etc. So what I've done is in my actual systems that I can link the Stripe API to Claude Code. So Claude Code will automatically create something like this in the backend. So collect all the different payments I already have. Same with YouTube. So it will see like for each day, like how many subscribers I have, the views I have in the videos, the amount of videos I have, etc. when it's published. I also have a database of YouTube videos that I've made, when it's published, the views, likes, comments, data, etc. So now what's useful is that Claude Code itself can act as a data analyst because it's a data analyst. I don't know if you're aware of that, but what they do is basically writing SQL queries, which stand for structured query language. And Claude Code is actually pretty good at that. So let's actually see this in action. I'll just say using the demo database, what was my total Stripe revenue this month against last month, break it down week by week. So it's using the demo database that I've just shown you here, and it will actually compare the database structure. So first it's checking for the demo database and the Stripe data structure. And next, make sure the demo data exists. So it's checking for the database. Now let me query the Stripe revenue. And what we're doing actually is writing down this SQL queries. So it's basically then doing a weekly breakdown during March, the revenue in Hong Kong dollars and in US dollars, March and April as well, target zone, etc. This is demo database. So another questions that I can ask very quickly as well is which YouTube videos performed the best in the last 30 days? What topics are getting traction? And so you can tell from the revenue data analysis, I didn't write any code at all. It's all Claude Code itself writing the actual code to do the actual data analysis itself, right? So again, it's now querying the database and seeing top performance in the last 30 days. These are dummy videos, of course, 1 to 5, and then the amount of views they get, likes they get, comments is like, etc. So we'll see what the patterns are and the clear patterns in the data, and it will say some suggestion, oh, double down on Claude Code content with cost savings, etc. And finally, what you can do is that you can say, build me a dark themed dashboard showing revenue trend, YouTube growth, and top videos. So what it would do is then it's actually building the entire dashboard with like charts and diagrams and actually present to you in what a usual data analyst would do. So now it generated this dashboard for me, and I just need to open this, where it's basically a PNG file, and it would say this is basically based on the fake data, of course, the revenue, the Stripe revenue from February to April, right? Showing the trend of the revenue and the growth of the YouTube subscribers, YouTube views, a 30-day rolling window from 1st of February to 2nd of April, just to see the amount of views. And then you have the average line being plotted here, right? And you have top videos by views doing a bar chart of like, okay, so 60K views, most viewed videos, and from descending order, essentially. So yeah, this can be applied to anything in your business. Payroll, cost analysis, employees, etc., like marketing analysis, whatever you want to do, you can just ask Claude Code to create like a dashboard with these charts and doing some sort of data analysis to see if you can find patterns in your data to help grow your business, essentially. But that's the first application that I want to talk about. And the second application that I do want to talk about is a content researcher. Now, if you're in charge of your marketing of your business, or you have a person who's doing marketing, creatively, it's kind of a pain to come up with new content idea, social media idea, what to post all the time. And I personally, I'm also a content creator, so I struggle with the same problem. So this problem actually hits me very deeply. But what I've done is actually taught Claude to produce a command called produce. And what it will actually do is run the entire content pipeline to actually produce what we call a content pack that I can use straight away to do filming. So what I've done actually in Telegram, I've set up a trigger so that in the command center, it will actually give me all the news or the AI news that's happening right now. So for example, from Reddit, I've scraped it from Reddit, RSS feeds in Google, as well as like Twitter and some other social media platforms. Whenever some AI news happening, I will get instant notification of that. So that's kind of already like some of the content ideas that I'll have. And I'll also ask it to create like a daily brief to me. So if you double click on that, you'll see that for 1st of April, this is kind of the daily brief. One of the things is the Claude Code source file being leaked, which is one of the biggest thing. And it will give me all the different news updates and the different content angle that I could be using for my business, which is the AI agency that I can post on YouTube, etc. So it will give me a bunch of like action items that I can use pretty much straight away. From there on, I can just use the /produce command to actually produce a bunch of content ideas I can. So for example, I can just say, produce a content pipeline, right? So if you didn't know, Claude Mythos is basically a very powerful AI model that got leaked from Anthropic that's so dangerous that they are so afraid to release it in public. So I wanted to create a video on that. So now what it will do, first of all, it will start researching and loading the context, right? That's the first thing that it will do. And now it has the context. Obviously, I've already done a video on like Claude Code leak socks, but not specifically for the Mythos video. So now it was going to research the Mythos angle specifically. So what it would done is actually running an agent, a deep research agent on this specific topics. That's the first step. For anything that it doesn't know, it will basically go ahead and run its web search. So it will just go ahead and cross-search the internet to gather enough information. So as you can see, it finishes researching and it's actually providing the angles. So here are the 5 angles ranked by expected performance. Anthropic leaks everything. Here's what AI builders need to know, which is actually pretty good titles, to be honest. It would give you the video, the title, the hook approach, right? So deal style, time you reach, why this angle, connect all 3 leaks. We want narrative. Nobody understands what it means for builders. But Dify is targeting the AI builders, right? Then you have like secret rules inside every Claude response, how I use Claude to build better AI agents. Some of them are a little bit meh, but you can refine upon that, right? So I'm just going to say like, let's do 1. What it's going to do is that it will work with me to pick an angle, which is the first one. It will actually define the approach, do some research, and actually produce me a research note. Not only that, it actually provide me the entire step-by-step filming guide. What should I be doing? What's the points I should be talking about? How should I structure the hook? And all the materials that I need in order to start filming. As you will see, as I said, it's going to generating all the different content pack exits. It finishes writing the hooks, the intro, and now it also finishes writing the video plan. So it's now just finalizing. And now, as you can see, it produces a content pack for me, and it first of all contains the hook, 3 leaks, 5 data completely behind Claude, and just the worst security week in AI history. Researchers extracted Claude soul document, misconfigured database, 5 days later someone found 500 lines of Claude source code, 40 million people saw the tweet, etc. It's pretty good, a pretty good intro written. It also has the research notes, so different stats and the source being written here, so different blocks where the source come from and the stats being used, like 30 million people views on the X discovery post actually based on the Fortune post, etc. You also have the document details for the videos, the 4-level priority hierarchy, hard-coded behaviors, etc. Quotes. So yeah, this is just like all the different research that's being done by the agent to help me make this video. And of course, it will create a video plan as well as actually drawing a diagram. So it already produces me and it's got to draw a diagram, and the video like it's actually sent to me on the PDF in Telegram. So if I just like check my general channel, and if I download this, as you can see, you have the video type, like the tone, etc. You've got the session by section breakdown, the hook, the intro, what I'm going to say, what should I show on the screen, which fast to open, so what, different session, for example, saying December 25, research and enrichment, and then the freestyle guidance, walkthrough diagram section per section, show on screen what the B-roll should be, so what, section 2, section 3. It's basically an entire guide, step by step, on how I should film it, and actually how I should actually do the video. So it's really, really useful to actually have this document every time before I record. And of course, it also created me a diagram, and now what I have to do is basically drag a diagram here, and it will have quite a comprehensive skeletal diagram that I can use to explain anything, right? So it's really good diagram skills. So now you've seen kind of the content researcher and planner behind what I've built. The last role that I want to show you is kind of like a admin assistant / kind of manager kind of role, which is every time I've done sales or discovery course propose to clients. If you are a B2B service business, you'll often have like a scope of work or proposal written. So in order to automate this kind of process, what I've done is that I usually use, if you didn't know, Fireflies. So Fireflies is basically a meetings transcript software that I use, that kind of an AI note taker during meetings that I use, basically connect the Claude Code into the Fireflies so that it can pull transcripts and actually write proposals. So what I can do is write me a proposal for today's discovery call. And so he's just checking what today's discovery call is. And now, as you can see, it's actually writing scripts, which is called autoproposal.py, which is the Python script that can generate a proposal document. And I've already trained it on like my agency's kind of guidelines, brand lines, and stuff like that. So it knows exactly my style and kind of how I like to write proposals. As you can see, it gave us to the proposal format. So now it's generating proposal directly using the same document pattern. And now, as you can see, it actually finishes writing the proposal, the summary, the needs, the solution itself. Basically, it just gives me a really good draft of the initial proposal that allows me to essentially build upon it, tweak little things, and then just send it over to our client. So yeah, this is actually how I was able to use Claude Code to essentially automate 3 roles that you would generally need to hire for in a normal business. And yeah, if you're a business owner wanting to set up similar systems for your business, you can use the link in the description to book a free discovery call with me and my team. We will be more than happy to work with you together to set up similar systems to automate similar processes or roles for your business. And if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.